You know, sometimes I forget that the Vanguard market is a wild, wild place some days. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. Now, this one's not going to make any sense to you guys because it doesn't make any sense to me. But your Skyleap conversion, Vinchatar, or whatever its name is. So FFRs are $9. That's okay, right? SRs are $6. What is going on with this triple R? Why is it listed at $30? And it looks like the last cheap listing just poofed off of the market, and we are left with one at $30. But what is this? During your turn, if you have 2 or more auto mod gauges, this gets 5k. If you have 8 or more auto mod, this unit drive cannot be reduced by its effects. When it attacks 4 or more auto mod gauge, no drives will perform counterblast 1 until the end of the battle. It gets to perform a drive, and its drive becomes -1. And at the end of the battle, buying this card. I would rather just go buy FFRs at this point to play with an automod deck. That is all. But this is one of those times that we look at the market and we go, this makes no sense to me, because it doesn't make any sense to me. I also love that the SR displays above the FFR. Golly gee, thanks TCG player. We got the legendary, long-awaited Aristaria Phantom. And with it, you know, a lot of people are just going to be kind of looking around going, you know, is it time to go pick up my Spiral Cuties? These are $75, $32 is an SR, and then they're $22 base. But I mean, remember, this is the discarded Soul Blast, Energy Blast, Search for the Crimson Moon card, and, you know, get the advantage on it. Plus, you know, it being a cycler, when placed on rear guard, gets the ability to net you a draw. So, honestly, it's really up to you. If you want to play Aristaria Phantom, this is a card that probably will be important to the deck. But I don't know. Aristaria does not feel super strong, at least to me. It's a cool deck, but, you know, you get 1 rear guard, you get 2 rear guards, and then during the third battle, or the third battle phase, you know, you'll get the full value like you would get with the Liliel deck. So, definitely an interesting discussion. Speaking of other discussions that people are waiting for, we know for a fact that we are waiting for the beautiful, 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 and lovely second Mega Trick deck. But that's not stopping us from having to first stop by, you know, Wellstra. Right now, these are pretty expensive, but 45s, and then you're still base 33 down here. The fact that on the base floor down here, we are at $33, I think is not too terrible. You're not being forced to cry too much about this. And I do think in terms of, you know, the genuine cyclers as it is, I don't think this is really too terrible. But, you know, in comparison, you know, to the Aristaria Phantom to this one, you know, this one, way more expensive. Habitable zones. So this is, in my opinion, good news. So first of all, yes, there was a time where habitable zones were $9. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you, yeah, I miss those days too, because I do. But right now, we have actually, we've been, I feel like, tracing downwards. You're looking at about $22 to $23 a copy, but you are coming down on the habitable zones. I wouldn't be too upset. I would just be patient with this one. Still, the FFRs are $80, 22s, and then SRs are $25. I mean, if you want SRs, spend the extra $3 and pick them up. But that gives you an idea of how all of your cyclers are doing, at least the ones that I think are important. Nebula Night Orders. So if you've been paying attention, set 12 has just kind of bonked itself into the ever-living crap out of the ground, which is good, which has finally forced this card down to the $82 mark, which is, I think, really, really solid. We needed to see this card actually start to push down, and I think that this is good. But speaking of set 12, I didn't think I would ever see the day that the Dragon Vortexes are $31. Which is really, really good if you held out and waited. Ganzalots have broken the $16 mark. This card is just in reverse going down. Fire Regius right now are $10. I'm going to keep my mouth shut, and I don't know how long these will stick around on the market, honestly. The Dragon Tree Wretch Elmies are still 5 to 6, which is not surprising. Your Deep Lands have just died. Poor cards. Your Brawler stuff is also $2. The Blue OTs are still holding at 3s. Your Ruby Rogues have also just died. Your Regurgences have also just fallen down. But judging by what needed to happen with this set and what has happened, yes, stuff is way, way more affordable now. Which, I mean, a reprint for this set needed to happen, and it did exactly what it needed to do. I've got a couple of stray high-end here. And when I say high-end, I mean, like, this card was on the best selling of the block today. But, I mean, when placed in rear guard from hand or placed by Crimson Moon ability, look at top 5 of your deck. Choose up to one card with its race and up to one order card from among them and discard them. And if your drop has 5 or more units with it in their race or whatever, yeah, it has to be dragon in their race. This unit can intercept and can intercept from the background. If your buying zone has a Crimson Moon card, gets 5k shield. I mean, like, these are only $3, but interesting to see, you know, this was on the top of best selling right now. Also, Festival Cannon Dragon Dino Fest. You know, I'm glad to see that we have not gone back up to the $20 mark. I'm glad to see, you know, we are holding down a little bit. I think it was, by the time we got this, it just felt irrelevant, which really sucks, honestly, because I would have loved to have had an opportunity to, you know, kind of play this card and enjoy it. But judging by where we're currently at in the TCG, there's really not much of a need for it. You know, I mean, like, yeah, there's a couple of niche interactions, but it's nothing crazy. We also see Dissection Angels. God, this card is expensive. I don't know if you've been paying attention to this, but Dissection Angels are $40 on. They actually go up, which is crazy to see. But I mean, like, this card does do a lot for the generic Ketterbox deck. We also get Shadow Cloaks. This is an interesting one. I saw that he was starting to move back up on best selling, but I mean, like, if you look at individual prices, I mean, they're not expensive. They're like $3 to $5 a copy, and there's really nothing too insanely, like, nuts about this card. In terms of your sales, I mean, you get a decent amount of them. All right. Old cards. Oh my God, old cards still move. Yeah, they do. Emancipating Revengers, the counter heals. Holy shit. I move through these so much. Actually, I think I'm completely out of these. Yeah. These have all, I don't know who's been wanting to play Revengers right now, but they've been rotating. That or its older formats. Same thing with Extreme Valor Break Pass. This is another one that just tends to go up over time. Granted, I mean, you don't get a lot of sales on these, but certainly if you've got 4 of them at a time, they will come and buy them out because people need them. Also, a reminder, we do have Festival Booster coming out at the end of the month, which means things like Judgment Blades, Ars Virina, and the Trickstar and Virina, or Swindy, excuse me, are going to be things that you're going to want to keep an eye on. Just because, you know, we are going to get the new Nirvana deck, which will spike up some fancy amongst some people, but $24, $25 right now. And it does look like, you know, we're going to be seeing some good things from this. Same thing with your Trickstar and Swindies. These are 24 to 25 right now. They're still pretty expensive, all things considered. But you also have to remember, you know, these can only, if, you know, Nirvana performs well here, on back up we go. So that'll be something interesting to think about. Also, the Mighty Sunfighter Gao Mikado. You know, we didn't get anything else for this, but we have 2 listings right now at $13 to $15 a piece. Just looking at this, like the last few copies at $15, somebody came through here and said, yeah, I want to pick up Buddy Fight cards just to have them. But it's very interesting just to see, you know, the little movements in things that actually trigger along the way for these sorts of things. So please, I guess take a second to leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back there in Dig Eye. Thanks for watching today's video. Check out tradingcardmint.com down below in the description. Enter MCOL40 on checkout. Save a little bit of money on your purchase. Check out mcolgames.com if you're interested in getting some cool play mats and single trading cards as well. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications so you don't miss one of our videos. Thanks for watching.